Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimate, and welcome to episode 29 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 1, 2, Reload. So now that you have had a day to figure it out, did you figure it out? Let's keep going. Oh wait, I don't actually have too much time today to play, but I'm just going to record this little beginning bit here and continue at some point later.
The specific tracksuit that he did.
What do you mean, the specific? I got it!
So everyone's been referring to it as the tracksuit, specific tracksuit, and all of a sudden,
the killer was wearing the same
Mondo says blue tracksuit.
No, that's wrong.
How could you possibly have known the color of the tracksuit?
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Okay, I'm just going to stop here real quick and save the game so I can go and do what I need to do. For you guys, just be a few seconds, so I'll be right back. Here we go. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Cherry?
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The answer is the way he talked. So this is a really good one. I'll let her reveal it.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
Yep. They might show the flashback, but when you talk to Mondo for the first time immediately after Chihiro is dead, or Chihiro is dead, everyone's in the room, you talk to Mondo, the very first word he says is dude. And the only way he would have called Chihiro dude is if he knew he was a male. He found out he was male, he called him dude. From the very beginning, you can find out exactly who murdered Chihiro just by that.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
I don't remember if I picked up on that when I first played the game, but it's a really good clue.
You notice such a tiny detail?
I think all of the cases have that tiny detail that gives it away, and it's hard for the player to specifically notice if it's there, but if you can, then you're very perceptive.
Are you a witch? She's a witch!
And observant.
Possibly frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Fumi's voice change is so weird.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
So they know what this ghost friend is a reference to.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away?
Mhm.
It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
Hmm? What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to. It's not Makoto's. Can't remember what the reason is for it's not Mondo's, because it's been 2 weeks, so it's annoying. But it's Chihiro's.
I got it! We know
They'll explain
Chihiro's handbook was
anyway.
missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
Waterproof but shock resistant.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation: by hitting its weak point.
I got it!
So
You already
Monokuma told us
before
about that
the
before.
handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
He has a weakness for pushy demands. It's like, hey Monokuma, can we go, please? Can we leave? Can we?
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
Drum roll, please.
when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature
The
in
mystery.
the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Is that true? Sounds true. That's cool.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Learning something every day.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Yeah, me too.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
A trifling speck of
Anyway,
knowledge.
if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
It's funny that they say by accident here and later they say on accident. Just gonna point that out.
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Yep, there's only one person who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
And so it all comes full circle. And Kiyotaka knows exactly who. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna. Really, it could have only been one person. It's you. Mondo
Here's my
Owada.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
It's so brilliant. The way they designed this, it's like, oh, it's so clever.
Little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Are we ready? Broken E Handbook. That Broken E Handbook did never belong to
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what
Leon.
he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
That's wrong. Oh, damn, I missed.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Okay, skip that. I missed there. Even though I don't want to believe Mondo might have actually killed someone, but I found something that proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. Alright, so I'm just going to skip ahead
What
here.
he said you broke your own handbook.
Boop, boop,
In
boop.
other words,
Remember
if
to keep
Mondo's handbook
destroying those.
proves that what
Well, my goddamn
Okay.
handbook works
Can I do it
just
now?
fine.
Oh, okay. You can do it
It's wrong.
before the white noise gets in the way. I only missed it by a slight
Mondo,
margin, as you
the
can see,
handbook
and
you
it
have
still
right now,
took it away.
is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The
Language.
broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So it could get hit by like hundreds of baseballs, but as soon as it gets too warm.
so then,
I guess that's
the
true.
broken
But the
handbook
baseball
in the
still would
main
have
hall
destroyed
is
something
actually Mondo's,
of that caliber.
which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
Yeah, so Mondo used Leon's handbook to access the boys' locker room. His one broke after the endurance
But
contest.
doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Take it, Byakuya.
Well, here's how I look at it.
Okay, Monokuma.
There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Here we go. Closing argument. Climax inference. Alright, let's see if we can work this out. So, number one is the... So, Chihiro went to the warehouse. Celeste was there while she was grabbing her stuff. She tried to get away, but Celeste noticed that she was like, what's that? So, the blue tracksuit in the bag, that's where she noticed it. Then Chihiro tried to hide the thing. He ran away, I should say. Yeah, sorry, he ran away. Okay, sorry, I'm just using a guide because, like I said, it's been 2 weeks and it just makes it easier. E-handbook being used as a card reader. Okay, so that would be... I don't think it's that one. This one here. So he used the e-handbook to get into the boys' locker room. Chihiro walked into the boys' locker room. There we go. She's like, hey... Oh, damn it. Sorry, it's just the... She does... they do look more like a girl than a guy in some ways, so you kind of get confused. But he says, hey, to Mondo. Puts the thing away. Then what's next? So Mondo, for some reason, we'll find out soon, is working out with the dumbbell, picks it up, heads to Chihiro, and kills him. Okay, so when he bashes him with the dumbbell, the blood gets splattered on the poster. He drops it, looks at what he's done, sees it, then it goes into Act 3, and he actually comes up with a relatively smart plan of trying to move the entire crime scene. He's pretty strong in terms of his physicality, so... no, hang on. Killer taking poster off the wall. Okay. So he takes the poster off the wall, enters the girls' locker room. Was it top to bottom? I can't remember. Then puts the poster back up. Is that right? Why does that seem wrong? Hang on. Working out, close up. Corners are bent. Okay, that should be right. Oh yeah, and then he goes back and gets the body. Then we see the swap, and then Byakuya turns up. And he... So yeah, Byakuya, sees... he's the first one, so he already knows that Chihiro is dead. You know what's weird? Byakuya was like, you're a very strange woman, to Kyoko for touching the body. He bloody, picked him up and tied him to these two workout things, so I don't know what he's talking about. Bloodlust being written on the wall. He wrote it with... He even, got his blood and wrote Bloodlust on the wall. Steam room, which is... this one. And... throw this thing. Like that. Alright. But I have to stop here. It looks like this is going to go for another episode, because there's still quite a lot of talking after this happens. So for now, though, I want to thank you all for watching episode 29 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 1-2 Reload. My name is Ultima456. You're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.